Good evening and welcome to the regular meeting of the Mayor and Board of Trustees for the Village of Woodridge on this Thursday, November 2nd, 2023. We call the meeting to order at 7:07 p.m. and ask our clerk to please call the roll.
Trustee Annalise.
Present.
Trustee Krusek. Present. Trustee Page.
Present.
Trustee Martinez. Present. Trustee Blair.
Present.
Trustee Kagan. Present. Mayor Cunningham.
Present.
Quorum established.
Thank you very much. Because Trustee Anthony is prevented from physically attending our meeting tonight in person because of personal illness, she has requested to join tonight's meeting by way of remote Zoom teleconference. The board therefore will need to vote to authorize remote attendance for Trustee Anthony for this meeting. So I'm going to ask please for a motion to please permit Trustee Angeles to join tonight's meeting via teleconference. A motion, please.
So moved.
Thank you, Trustee Page. A second.
Second.
Thank you, Trustee Blair. All those in favor, aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Thank you very much. We welcome again, everyone, and Trustee Angeles as well. Thank you again for being here. And tonight we are going to just have a moment of silence. And I would ask then our audience to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. So we just take a few minutes, like a minute for a moment of silence. And then we'll go ahead and do the Pledge of Allegiance with everyone here this evening leading us, if that would be okay. Thank you very much. We are pleased this evening to have a special item of recognition, and I've asked Trustee Blair to please read the proclamation for National Native American Heritage Month. Trustee Blair.
Whereas in the month of November, we celebrate the rich history, culture, and important contributions of our first Americans. Since 1988, our presidents have issued proclamations, executive orders, and guiding statements on National Native American Heritage Month to honor the achievements of Native Americans. And whereas Native Americans, our first Americans, have a rich culture and history with multifaceted organizations of governments, languages, religions, values, and traditions. The U.S. government officially recognizes 574 diverse tribes. And whereas the rich history and culture of our great nation have been significantly influenced by the Native American and indigenous peoples, the contributions of Native Americans have enhanced the freedom, prosperity, and greatness of America today. And whereas during this observant month, residents are encouraged to recognize and celebrate the culture and heritage of Native Americans and reaffirm our appreciation of the invaluable contributions of Native Americans to our country. And whereas the Village of Woodridge is proud to recognize and honor this rich history, contribution, and all achievements of Native Americans in our community throughout our state and nation. Therefore, Gina Cunningham, Mayor of the Village of Woodridge, DuPage, Will, and Cook Counties, Illinois, in recognition of Native Americans past and present in our community, does hereby proclaim November 2023 as National Native American Heritage Month.
Thank you very much. And we will kindly deliver that proclamation to our Human Relations Advisory Committee, who is unable to be here this evening, but we will make sure to pass that along. And thank you very much, Trustee Blair. Now we move to comments from the public. And first, we'd like to start with, there is an item of public hearing that was supposed to take place this evening. And for the benefit for those in attendance tonight or viewing tonight's meeting at home, please note that the public hearing for the proposed Pulte development at 6200 Route 53 will not be heard tonight and will be continued to the November 16th, 2023 regular meeting. And in order to continue this on our agenda to the next meeting, the board will need to take formal action, please. In order to do so, therefore, I'm going to ask please for a motion to continue the public hearing for the proposed annexation, rezoning, and development at 6200 Route 53, Woodridge, Illinois, to the next regularly scheduled village board meeting on November 16th, 2023. A motion, please.
So moved.
Thank you, trustee Krusek, and a second.
Second.
Thank you, trustee Martinez. Clerk Hennigan, if you would please call the roll.
Trustee Kagan.
Aye.
Trustee Annalise.
Aye.
Trustee Krusek. Aye. Trustee Page.
Aye.
Trustee Martinez.
Aye.
Trustee Claire.
Aye.
Motion passes.
Thank you, everyone. Now comments that are first not related to the agenda items listed this evening. We will pause to acknowledge any written public comments that have been received prior to the meeting that do not relate to tonight's agenda. Administrator Stoney.
Thank you, Mayor. We have not received any written comments prior to the meeting. However, we do have two individuals who are here in person who would like to make comment to the board.
Thank you very much. And we would invite one of the two up to the podium, please.
We have Rich Moore and then also Bob Reichert.
Okay, wonderful. Welcome to you both. Good evening, Bob. Welcome.
Thank you. Sir, before you start, before you start, I'm gonna ask you to give your name and your address, and you'll have 3 minutes, and I'll let you know when you're getting close to the end. Okay?
Nice. Robert Reichert, 2700 Davis Avenue, Woodridge, Illinois. I've been a citizen of Woodridge since '86. But tonight I represent the Woodridge VFW. As of next week, November 8th, that's our anniversary. The Woodridge VFW will be serving Woodridge for 40 years. Our main challenge now is membership. It's harder to get new and younger members due to whatever situation they're going through as far as getting a job or holding a job. And it's getting us more difficult to have certain fundraisers and so forth to keep our current projects moving ahead, much less start any new projects. We'd like to start a new project and fundraiser, and that would be to improve Memorial Park. Since we do not have a post home here in Woodridge, we meet in a public place. We would like to add a military field piece at the Memorial Park. We're just starting now to gather information to source that out and find something that would be applicable and good for us as well. We view this as being something that more the public and more the military people here can see and would like to get into. We'd also like to discuss at the right time, maybe redressing Memorial Park to serve more activities during the future. Right now, that corner is used 1 day a year, Memorial Day. So we'd like to enhance that. We feel one of the nice ways we can do that is by making use of the upcoming Rotary Gala in December to help us with our fundraising. A lot of posts around us, including Darien, are closing. Lyle is having a major issue as well. There's also been talk within the VFW community about doing a business thing and organizing and kind of combining different posts together, which would make a great business sense, which is probably a lousy idea for the VFW, because if you combine with the neighbor, you lose your identity. I don't feel it adequate for me to support something that Darien is doing. That's their post, that's their area, that's their doings. I feel neither would they be enhanced to come to Woodridge and join in our Memorial Day.
You have about 30 seconds.
Cool. So we'd just like to keep moving on. We'd like to do another 40 years here in Woodridge. And doing so, we're looking for some major proceeds in our fundraising causes. Thanks.
Thank you very much. Thank you for you and all of VFW members and our post 1578 for everything that you do in Woodridge and beyond. Thank
Thanks.
you very much.
And you're welcome.
Good evening, Rich, and welcome.
Again, sir, I'll ask you to give your name and address and I'll give you 3 minutes, okay?
My name is Rich Moore. I live in Glen Ellen, but I have a business in Woodridge here for the past 23 years. I'm currently the president of the Woodridge Rotary Club, second time around.
Right.
Okay. Well, first of all, thanks for letting us take the time to do this. I've had the honor and the privilege of serving as host to the VFW Post 1578 for the past 10 years. Prior to that time, as you guys know, they were popping around to different places and meeting at various places. We've had a very happy and successful relationship with them because we're doing fundraising for them. Every year we do 3 or 4 special events. They use those monies to improve the community and to help out. The Woodridge Rotary Club needs your help right now. As you know, we'll be hosting a 2nd annual holiday gala on December the 6th at Bovax in Woodridge. The fundraising purpose for this event is to focus on post 1578 and some of the specific needs that they have for the existing members. Unfortunately, the Darien and Lyle Rotary Club, not Rotary, but VFW balls have decided to close their doors. And we all recognize the aging population of the VFW. They used to host the haunted walk in the forest here. And because of their age, they can't even do that right now. So fundraising becomes really hard. I'm afraid that if we don't do something right away, that this group is going to become extinct. So our club has taken upon themselves to say, let's do something really special. Our mission is to do everything we can for post 1578 so it doesn't become extinct. Some of the funds that we provide from this gala is going to be for scholarship opportunities for its members and for single parent scholarships and things of that make sense for their particular post and their members. In addition, we'll need your help to redesign the Veterans Memorial Park and to make room for a monument. We're hoping that this will be a 3-year fundraising event, not just this year. First year, shore up their membership, get them some funds to make sure they're okay. And then the 2nd and 3rd year, work with the groups to do the other items, okay? Our club is also working with Project Cure in Woodridge to ship donated medical equipment and medicine to war-torn areas. They will ship a container worth about $500,000 of special need equipment. Our club is raising money to pay for the shipment of that equipment. And this is all part of this big fundraiser gala, 2nd annual event at Bovax. We have an immediate need for this community to make aware of the fundraising efforts that we have and ask the village to publicize this event through the newsletter, electronically, and any other way that we can. And also after this first year to meet with the Board of Trustees and the village planning committees and see what we could do to see what the plans would be and if there's any financial assistance available. So we have these wonderful posters. If anyone would like to sign up and buy tickets or tables, or if you'd like to make a donation, woodridgerotaryclub.org. And I'll leave some packets with you guys to talk about. I thank you for your time and look forward to seeing you at the gala.
Thank you very much. We share our appreciation with Rotary, some members here today. And again, thank you for all the great works in Woodridge. Can we go maybe to the chief? That would be
Bring
great.
them over here? Okay.
We'll take care of them. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you, chief. Anyone else that would like to address the village board on items that are not related to tonight's agenda? We would invite you up to the podium. We've seen no one come up. I will now ask if there are any members of the public who have joined us.
Mayor, we've not received any advanced written comments.
Thank you very much. We'll now move to comments that are related to our agenda this evening. So we're going to pause and acknowledge any written public comments that have been received prior to the meeting that do not appear on tonight's agenda and to really be public record.
Mayor, we have none.
Okay, thank you. Going to ask if there is anyone here in our audience this evening that would like to make a comment on items that do appear on tonight's agenda, if you would, I would invite you to the podium, please. And we thank you for being here. We're going to go ahead and move to our omnibus agenda. Going to ask for a motion to approve items A through B and acceptance of item C.
So moved.
Thank you, trustee Page, and a second.
Second.
Thank you very much, trustee Blair. Is there a request for any item to be considered separately this evening? Okay. Thank you. Hearing none. Going to ask our administrator if you would please read the items that appear on the omnibus agenda for this evening.
Thank you, Mayor Cunningham. Members of the board, good evening. Item A, resolution 2023-87. Resolution to waive the competitive bidding process and authorize the village administrator to execute an agreement to purchase fuel through Citgo Fleet for the year 2024. Item B, resolution 2023-88. The resolution authorizing the execution of certain ground and tower lease agreement between the village of Woodridge and New Singular Wireless PCS LLC. This is AT&T. This is for the 75th Street Village Greens Water Tower lease. And finally, item C, the accounts payable registers for August 11th, 18th, and 25th. Also September 1st, 8th, 15th, 22nd, 29th, October 6th, 13th, and October 20th. And the credit card registers for June and July of 2023. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Going to ask our clerk to please call the roll.
Trustee Krusek. Aye. Trustee Page.
Aye.
Trustee Martinez. Aye. Trustee Blair.
Aye.
Trustee Kagan. Aye. Trustee Annalise.
Aye.
Motion passes.
Thank you. There is no mayor's report this evening. However, we always encourage and ask our neighbors to please stay connected to the Village of Woodridge through our social media channels and our weekly e-news newsletter online. Administrator Stonich, your report, please.
Thank you, Mayor. First item A is ordinance 2023-36. It's an ordinance amending the village code of the Village of Woodridge, Title 8. To the building regulations. This will be a comprehensive amendment that's being proposed for the adoption of the 2021 building codes as published by the International Code Council, the National Electrical Code, and State of Illinois Plumbing Code with amendments.
Thank you very much. I'm going to ask for a motion, please, to approve ordinance 2023-36.
So moved.
Thank you, trustee Krusek, and a second.
Second.
Thank you, trustee Martinez and trustee Kagan. Any discussion on this item? If our clerk would please call the roll.
Trustee Page.
Aye.
Trustee Martinez. Aye. Trustee Blair.
Aye.
Trustee Kagan. Aye. Trustee Annalise.
Aye.
Trustee Krusek. Aye. Motion passes.
Last item this evening, item B, resolution 2023-89. A resolution waiving the competitive bidding process and authorizing the village administrator to execute a purchase agreement for 2 electronic messaging boards from Carbon Klaus Sign Company. These would be replacing the outdated marquee signs that one of which is located out here in front of Village Hall and Plaza Center. And then the other is located at 75th Street, right next to Village Greens Golf Course. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Going to ask for a motion to approve resolution 2023-89, please. Motion?
So moved.
Thank you, trustee Krusek, and a second. Second. Thank you, trustee Kagan. Any discussion on this item? If our clerk would please call the roll.
Trustee Martinez. Aye. Trustee Blair.
Aye.
Trustee Kagan. Aye. Trustee Annalise.
Aye.
Trustee Krusek. Aye. Trustee Page.
Aye.
Motion passes.
Thank you very much. We're going to move to the adjournment this evening, and actually it is a continuance, but before adjourning tonight's regular board meeting, I wanted to make sure that the public is aware that the board will be reconvening its prior study session meeting immediately following our adjournment of this regular meeting. The purpose of the study session will be to review and discuss matters relating to the fiscal year 2024 proposed village budget. The study session is open to the public, and we invite those who are interested to please attend. With no further business to discuss this evening, I would ask for a motion to adjourn the regular board meeting and go to the continuance of our earlier meeting of the study session. So a motion, please. Thank you, trustee Martinez. A second.
Second.
Thank you, trustee Blair. All those in favor, aye.
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 Anyone opposed? The motion carries. We are adjourned at 7:27 PM. Thank you all very much.